Hello!
Hello!
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Jo.
And I'm Andy.
And we are...
Paine!
We post videos all about Disney parks, pins and merch. And today it's something we've not done for a while.
No, it isn't.
We try and do like hints and tips videos whenever we can. But obviously not being able to go to the parks for a year and, well, 18 months now.
Not a lot has happened.
Yeah, not a lot has tips-wise been able to be done. But we are going on the UK Staycation Disney cruise.
Woo!
I mean, lateral flow test before we go on the ship and everything. I've got it in my head that it's all going to go wrong, but anyway.
Woo!
So we thought we would do a video all about the check-in process for checking into the Disney Cruise Line, and also the vaccination proof that you have to provide, because there's not really a lot of information on the Disney website.
It's a bit vague, to say the least.
Yeah. So we thought, given that we have now checked in and done all the vaccination proof, we thought we'd just do a little video talking you through how you do it. So to go on the UK Staycation cruise, you have to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. So that is defined by the NHS as having both of your COVID injections and having 7 days from the second injection for, I guess, it to do its thing.
So it actually works.
Yeah.
Science, indeed.
Disney are asking everyone to provide proof that they have been vaccinated, and they are using a third-party company called Prenetics, or Prenetics. I'm thinking it's Prenetics because it's like genetics, but
yeah.
Prenetics.
Yeah, Prenetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that website becomes available for you to use 33 days before departure, so literally 33 days before you're due to get on board the ship, boat?
Ship.
Ship. What's the difference between a boat and a ship?
Dunno, carry on.
On the Prenetics website, you need to register to create an account, and you do that by clicking on Start Verification. You'll need your reservation number and the surname of the primary guest, basically as it is shown on the booking confirmation. So if your name is wrong on the booking confirmation, you ain't getting into the Prenetics website.
And you can always just call Disney to try and fix that.
Yeah. Once you're registered, you can create profiles. So every person going on the cruise needs to have a profile. You don't necessarily have to have them all on one account, but it basically makes life easier if you do. So we have one account that I set up, and it has both myself and Andy's profiles on it.
Much like the My Disney experience. It's the same sort of idea. You can have one account or you can have separate accounts.
When you create a person's profile, you'll be able to select their vaccination status. You need to say basically whether they've had the first and second vaccine, and provide details of when they had it, which version they had, along with a photo or PDF document showing as proof that that vaccination has taken place.
So for proof, you can either provide pictures of your vaccination card, the little blue card that they gave you when you were getting injected, or you can upload a copy of the PDF from the NHS website or application, or a photograph of the letter provided by your local health service, because
I think Scotland, isn't it?
Yeah, Scotland and Northern Ireland don't have access to the application. I think even Wales as well.
Yeah, so basically whatever proof is for your local area is what you can upload. We just went with the NHS website.
Yeah.
PDF, partly because I don't have a blue card, because when they were doing my vaccine they'd ran out and I got a photocopy.
You got a dodgy photocopy.
It looks so dodgy. I've just got a photocopy of a card with all the details on, so it clearly just looks fake.
So once all your proof is submitted, it goes for manual review. Now this can take some time. It took us about 11 days or so.
Something like that.
But once it gets approved, you'll get sent an email just saying that it's all good.
Yeah, it literally is like 3 lines, and it just says your vaccination status has been approved, or something like that.
Yeah, so we're not really sure what happens if you don't get approved. I'm assuming you'll get an email with some details about what they require.
Yeah, I assume so.
But so far I haven't actually seen anyone who's been refused. So
it must be straightforward.
Straightforward or very rare.
Yeah. So the Prenetics website is also where you complete all the PCR checks. So if you're travelling with anyone under the age of 18 who hasn't been vaccinated, then they need to complete a PCR test, and it can be done, I think it's from a maximum of 5 days before departure up to 24 or 48 hours before. I'm not entirely sure, but basically on the Prenetics website you can order a PCR test to come to your home, and then you literally have to go to like activate the kit, it says, and there'll be a barcode that is on the test that you receive, and then you just put that barcode against the profile, do the test, and then they basically say yes, you've passed, and it's all automatically done. If you don't want to use Prenetics to do the test, because there are cheaper options available, I think the Prenetics one is £79, and that is with the Disney discount. So if you want to use a third party, they just have to be approved by the UK government. If you're in any doubt though, just check with Disney. But essentially you do exactly the same as you do for uploading your proof of vaccination. You basically upload the test results from whichever third party you're using.
A lot of people seem to be preferring Randox, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think EasyJet have got a discount. I want to say that it's EasyJet 21 or Easy 21. Again, don't quote me on that.
Don't quote us.
But that gives you a discount. I think it goes down to like £49.
Yeah, it's
quite a sizable saving.
Quite a sizable saving. There is a lot of Facebook groups for the cruises, so it's well worth checking them out, and somebody will know the code or where the cheapest provider is.
Yeah, definitely.
They're very good at finding the cheapest one.
So that's all the COVID vaccination and PCR stuff.
Back to the normal stuff.
To the check-in.
To the check-in.
So, if you've done a Disney cruise before, you probably already know this, but there are some slight differences just for the UK. So, check-in opens 30 days before departure, and it opens at 5 AM UK time.
Fun.
I gotta say, I did not enjoy setting the alarm for 4:45 AM. Not at all.
To complete the check-in, you'll need a picture of your passport or driving licence. That's a little bit different in the UK. Normally they don't accept driving licences.
Yeah, just basically any official
any official ID in
Yeah.
the UK will do. In addition, you'll also need a picture, a passport style picture of yourself. Again, another slight difference because normally they would accept pictures with ears and smiling, whereas this, it's got to be a strict passport photo.
No glasses.
No glasses.
No hat.
No ears.
Nothing. You can't even smile.
No smiles.
And it's showing just it's showing your head and shoulders. So basically exactly like you would do if you were going having a passport photo done. You, like, if you're like me and you can't see without your glasses on, you basically just look into the distance and hope that you're
Again,
decent.
This was another item that caused a little bit of confusion on the Facebook groups.
Yeah. Along with that, you will also need your card details for whatever card you want to use for charges to go to for things like gratuity, basically anything that you want to spend using your Keys to the Kingdom card is then linked to your actual bank debit or credit card. And so it's kind of like when you go to Walt Disney World and you've got on your magic band and you can just tap to pay. Same concept.
Same idea.
It's just you need your details there to actually put them into the system. One thing to note is you are charged in US dollars, even though the cruise is not going obviously to America. You don't leave the UK waters, but the ship is registered to the Bahamas and everything on board is in American dollars. So if you have one card that charges you a fortune for
foreign transactions,
like me, don't use that card.
Yeah, consider looking up Revolut or Starling or what are they called now? Wise. Used to be called TransferWise. Pretty easy to pick up the debit cards, and you can just load on some money onto there, and you get no fees or charges.
Yeah, it's definitely something to watch out for. With the check-in, once you've uploaded all of those documents and you've confirmed what your card details are, you will be asked to select a port arrival time. So the port arrival time, it kind of says what it is in the tin. It's the time that you arrive at the port. Except
not this time.
it doesn't necessarily mean the actual port. So we are sailing from Liverpool. We do not go to the Liverpool cruise terminal. We actually go to the M&S Arena because that's where they are doing all of the lateral flow tests. And then once you've had your lateral flow test, you'll be taken to the cruise terminal. So it's kind of misleading calling it a port arrival time because it isn't. It's the time you're allowed to go and do your lateral flow test.
I don't know, I think you arrive at the port at that time.
Oh, only because the M&S Arena is on the water.
Yeah.
If it was inland, then you wouldn't be arriving at any port.
Okay, fair enough.
One thing to think about with the port arrival time is you are going to be there a minimum of 30 minutes from that time because it takes 30 minutes for a lateral flow test result to come through. So if you had the test literally at, say, 1 p.m. is your port arrival time. If you had that test bang on 1 p.m, it's going to be 30 minutes before somebody reviews it to say, yes, that test is fine, you've tested negative. So we've opted for the earliest port arrival time that we could possibly get. We're in, I think it's boarding group 4, which is 12:15. So then, realistically, we're expecting to be boarding the ship about 2 o'clock because by the time we've done the test, gone through all the other checks that they'll do there, and then gone from the M&S Arena up to the cruise terminal, realistically, it's going to take about 2 hours.
Yeah. So when you come to check in at 5 a.m. on the Disney Cruise Line website, it'll go slow. It'll go very slow.
It was okay at first, but from about 5:15, just...
Yeah, so a common problem that gets reported is you've got to upload your documents, and that can take a very long time. You can be waiting 5-6 minutes for just one file to upload. So be patient. It does work. It will go through. It just takes some time.
Yeah, it took ages, but so we got through everything with the exception of one document, and that one document took 3 times as long as the entire process had taken up to that point.
Also, it's worth noting at 5 a.m. the booking window opens for the theatre and the kids club. So unfortunately you've got this choice of, do you do the bookings for the theatre and the kids club first and then check in and get a later port arrival time, or do you check in first and hopefully get what you want later?
Yeah, it's a proper double-edged. I mean, theoretically you could have been doing our theatre whilst I was checking in, and just have
sleepy.
but you could have somebody on the app and somebody doing the check-in and the uploading all the documents and stuff logged in on the website. We didn't do that, like you just said, you were half asleep. I did all of the check-in and then went to book the theatre, and we did get the theatre slot that we wanted, so we're on the early showing on day 3. But the kids club hours went very, very quickly because they're so limited for the cruise. I think it's like 2 hours per person. Yeah, it's something really, really restricted. So yeah, if you've got kids, it might be worth accepting the later port arrival time but getting the kids club hours.
Yeah, prioritise what's right for you.
Yeah, definitely.
If you really want the kids club, then go for that first.
That went very quickly. And then that is your check-in complete. And just like with the Prenetics, they basically review all of your documents and then send you an email saying it's approved. You do get to download your port arrival documents even before everything is approved. But yeah, you still get an email as well. I think it took about 4 or 5 days for us to get an email saying everything's been approved.
And that's it. You've done your Prenetics, you've done your check-in, you're ready to go. I mean, unless you're a family and then you've got the PCR test to worry about.
Yeah. I don't know how long it would take Prenetics to approve a PCR test that has been done by a third party. Given that it took them about 11 days to approve our vaccination status, personally, I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable that they would approve it quick enough, but maybe they've got to have some like prioritisation and stuff in place. But
yeah, don't know, it's a bit of an unknown element. Even today while we're filming this, it's still quite a few days off from the first cruise going, so we won't really know until the first one rolls along.
Yeah, but hopefully you found this video useful, and if you aren't already subscribed and you want to see what we get up to on the Disney cruise, then click the subscribe button down below.
And we'll be posting probably after we get back from the cruise.
You can follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram, maybe.
Hello.
if we want to pay for the expensive Wi-Fi package. Otherwise you'll just get a lot of photos after the fact.
Yeah. You might get some. I mean,
Maybe.
we've got to go near enough to the Isle of Man to pick up their masts.
Yeah, I'll be hanging off the boat going,
Signal!
Signal!
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and like I said, hit subscribe if you aren't already subscribed down below. Click the notification bell. Do all that YouTube stuff that YouTubers say.
Do the YouTube stuff.
Become a pioneer today.
Ooh, be a pioneer. Ooh.
The YouTube cheese.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.